Hello and welcome back to the Tournament Center. I'm Randy Bueller and it is time for a deck tech with Gabriel Nassif.
Hey.
Thanks for talking to us about the deck, Gabe.
Welcome.
Looks like the latest take on 5-color control, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's like deck developed by mostly Patrick Chapin, Guillaume Wafo-Tapa, Manuel Bucher.
I mean, a lot of people put their Vivid lands away for this tournament. I mean, I definitely seemed like 5-color control has been out there. A lot of people have been running it. I mean, the 11 Vivid lands, Reflecting Pool, that mana base has been around fueling decks like this for a while. But for this tournament, it was supposed to be not so much.
I don't know, like at Worlds, I don't think it was very popular.
Right.
Maybe unrightfully so, I don't know. Now you get like Volcanic Fallout to fight fairies a bit better, and like Fallout's a good card all around. And
So is that the key, the change?
Yeah, Volcanic Fallout and Wall of Reverence are like the two new cards that appear in the main deck.
So there's Conflux and Conflux having its real impact on this tournament. So this makes you a lot better against fairies, and so brings the deck back up to tier 1?
A bit better, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it was already tier 1 at Worlds. If like the good versions did well, we did poorly, but our deck was so-so.
Okay.
Like Chapin and Bucher had like a decent version. So.
Okay. How good is Wall of Reverence in the deck?
I think it's pretty good. We're not 100% sure. I'm not 100% convinced it's like really that much better than like Wrath of Gods.
Okay.
But everyone else, like most of the people loved it, so I just went along. I think it's pretty good though. Worst well was the early Plumeveils.
Right. I mean, you get two different kinds of walls, right? Plumeveil into Wall of Reverence. It's a lot of life gain, right?
And Wall of Reverence is pretty good at holding back Rebel Arc. You can actually like just have their Rebel Arc setting there. It's not such a big deal anymore.
Okay.
So that helps.
And this guy's a little bit new, right?
No, the other we didn't run it at Worlds, which was a mistake. But Chapin, Bucher, and Guillaume already had two in the main deck, one in the sideboard, because he's amazing against the white decks.
Sure.
You can just tap out, and you're like not much can happen. You know, he's like really good, and plus he works well with Wall of Reverence.
Oh, sure. So walk us through, for people who haven't maybe played 5-color control a lot, what are you trying to do? What's the overall game plan? I mean, if you're playing this deck, somebody's going to go try this out.
Just like another control deck, I guess. Just try to survive, like set up your board position, survive the early turns, and just get them. Like against the white decks, usually like Broodmate Dragon. If you had like a decent draw, like you have the Broken Ambitions for the early game, you've got like couple removals, spot removals for figures, stuff like that. You've got the Plumeveil and the Fallouts. And then at 4 you have Wall of Reverence or Cryptic Command. And you just want to survive long enough to like drop a Broodmate Dragon or an Ultimatum or both, you know, just. And then you have like the card drawing engine, the 4 draw 2 cards. Just like, it's pretty much the same deck that's been around for a while, just the new Conflux cards.
It seems like they round the deck out nice, actually.
Yeah, like usually against the white decks, Broodmate Dragon's good enough. Against fairies, game 1's pretty tough, depending on how many dead cards they have in their main deck. Like the more cards like Scion of Una or Sorrow of Temptation they're running, the better for us, or like Agony Warp. If they have Agony Warp over Terror, that's really good for us too. If they have few dead cards, it's really tough though.
Okay. Now, what was the field you were predicting here? What do you think you're walking into from a metagame point of view?
A lot of white-red decks, a decent amount of white-black. I'd say white-red's the most popular.
Okay.
If I had to guess. Then maybe fairies, then white-black, then I'd say like the swans, like maybe some Rebel Arc decks, like the blue-white-black Rebel Arc decks, some 5-color control. I'd say like number 1 to 3 would be white-red, was Rebel Arcs and Siege Gang, then fairies, then white-black.
Interesting. Yeah, we're recording this right toward the end of round 1, so everybody's kind of jockeying for position. You've got fairies in the 2 spot behind the white-red Rebel Arc deck, which is interesting. The thing I've seen a lot of so far is actually Kifkin. Like, there's a bunch of just white-weenie Kifkin decks out there. They think they can beat both fairies and the white-red Lark deck, so.
Could be like, the Isamaru is really good, Gale Meadow stuff.
Right.
He's really annoying, like turn 1, 2, 2. So you have those 4s and 4 figures. That's like a lot of really good starts.
Is that a bad matchup for you then, or?
I wouldn't say bad. It's probably pretty, I don't know. We have decent sideboard against it too. I don't know if they bring him. I'd say it's 50-50.
Do you have much tech in the sideboard? What's hiding in here?
Kind of, I guess so. We like last minute change for the most part.
Wydwen?
Wydwen's for fairies and like the other control decks, like either 5-color control or mana ramp or stuff like that. Like gives you a flash threat that you can play end of turn, make them tap out, make them, play the counter war on their turn. So maybe on your turn you can resolve like an Ultimatum, a Mulldrifter, a Broodmate Dragon, something good.
That makes sense. And then your rats are hiding out here.
Yeah, Wrath of Gods.
Some more.
Yeah, that's like against control, like. And 4 scepters, like according to the rules, it's pretty good. If you get it turn 2 against fairies, it's like really good. So
that's
like last minute addition. Hopefully
they're right.
Yeah.
And then here's some more.
A couple more. One of Wispmare for Bitter Blossom, Glorious Anthem. Couple Infest because it gets a Burton Forge Tender, which is kind of a problem after sideboard.
Oh, versus the Fallout, sure.
So and another Purge, like.
Fair enough. Well, there you go. It's the latest 5-color technology, and the Nassif and boys have been brewing this thing up, and they're looking forward to this tournament. It looks like it all kind of fits together. It looks like Conflux maybe had more help for this deck than people realized. So a lot of Conflux technology, and we'll find out how Pro Tour Kyoto plays out. Thanks for talking to us, Gabe.
Thank you.